Next, VAV, Made for Two.
Made for two.
Made for two. Love is pain.
Okay. Actually, I lied. La-di-da, Backdoor, and Made for Two are the 10 out of 10s for this month that were immediate adds to my playlist. I actually had heard a bit of it on TikTok before I had even watched the music video or anything, and I was like, ooh, this is good. I could see on TikTok that it was made by VAV, and I was like, oh, it's obviously going to be really good because VAV makes great love-making music. And I have always wanted to hear them do a softer one, and I haven't gone in deep. I haven't gone in deep to VAV to check out their B-sides when I really should, because I like them a lot. Every time I come across them, I love their songs. This song was beautiful. The dance was perfect mix of sexy, cute, loving. The music video was cute. I loved the girl in it. She was beautiful. I added it to my playlist, 10 out of 10. Great love song.
Yeah. Y'all need to stop sleeping on VAV.
True.
They are more than just crackheads that do weird shit on stage that show up on your timeline every now and then. They are brilliant ass artists. Like, so good. Please, please stand them. My first bullet point is all caps, bright summery boys, and then the second one is Lou with a bunch of hearts. Lou is my bias, y'all. I love him very, very much. And then I wrote, gasp, a girl. She was beautiful. This song is so pretty. I love it so much. Even the dance is beautiful. I literally wrote, wow, I wish I was in love, because this song is just so good. It is the electric love of K-pop. It's the new electric love. That's it. That's that.
Period.
You can't fight me on that. 100%. It's the new electric love. Made for Two. VAV. Enough said. 10 out of 10. Next. Boy, or B-O-Y. Miss You.
보고 싶다 너를 불러도 보고 싶다 너에게 내가.
All right, so I loved the sand analogy, but like sand but no beach analogy of the music video. Thought that was brilliant. I haven't seen it in K-pop really. I think I've definitely seen it in like early 2000s pop, Western pop. So it was nice to see it again. Perfect to take. I think I'm trying to write here, perfect to take me to the colder seasons. Maybe. I'm a big fan of upbeat melancholy songs, so that was really nice. This dance was beautiful. Probably one of my favorite duo boy dances that I've ever seen, like of slow songs, because often you don't get that from boy duos, and this one was just so beautiful. I loved their hand floor work. All of it was... I loved it. I added it to my cold season playlist, and I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so I think I need to watch this again. Honestly, y'all, I watched this right after Made for Two, so I don't... Yeah, so
that might be a little hard.
So I gave it a 7 out of 10, and I didn't write that much for it, but honestly, I probably wasn't paying that much attention to it because I just watched Made for Two. So the few notes that I wrote were another sweet-sounding song. It lost my interest towards the end, but I still love their vocals. That was one thing that really did stand out to me, their vocals. But honestly, I need to give it another chance because I feel really bad.
Now that you've listened to me talk about it.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I don't remember any of that. Like that.
The sand.
The things that you pointed out. I was like, where was my head? And then I really thought back to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I watched it right after VAV. So I don't think that was fair to them.
Yeah, because I mean, it is in the same vein of like slower music, but this is a completely different vibe. This is loss of love, but upbeat.
Which
sad but make it slap.
I really love sad songs that have like an upbeat feel to it, so I will definitely listen to it again. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Promise 9,
feel good.
Actually, I've learned that it's actually pronounced promise. Yeah. So Promise 9.
Okay. Good note.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're finally back because it's been a long time since their last comeback. I really don't have much to say about the song because it's nothing to really make me go wow, but it is a feel-good song. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. It's one of those songs where it's like, I know it would grow on me eventually, but it didn't, like, you know, yank my attention.
Yeah. So I said that I loved the concept of the music video. I'm a sucker for social media / photo shoot sort of feelings. Obviously makes you feel good. Doesn't sound like Mamamoo or EXID's feel goods, which is great. I love when girls do non-sexy floor work dance. So when they're on the floor doing dances that are not sexy. I thought that it was catchy, and I put -1 for the lack of groundbreaking it factor. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. And I mean, I don't often listen to Promise 9, so I think that that's probably another reason why I gave it a bit of a higher ranking, is because I don't ever see them.
Honestly, I don't really follow them that much either. I do remember their debut song being really, really good. Next. KNK.
Kink!
Ride.
Can we take a ride, baby?
Listen, when we watched this music video, I saw the name and I was like, you're gonna tell me this group's name isn't Kink. It's Kink. I will forever pronounce it that way.
Their fandom name is Tinkerbell, so it's like, of course it's gonna be.
If it's not Kink, it's Twink. You can't convince me otherwise.
Okay, so I wasn't expecting that type of vibe with the military outfits. It's reminiscent of GOT7's Teenager, at least that's how it was to me. Really cool dance intro. The first time I listened to it, I actually did not like it, but on the second time I listened to it, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is actually really good, because at first, because it has a really house vibe to it, and it just wasn't like my vibe, but I guess the second time I listened to it, I was in a different mindset, so really good. 9 out of 10. I loved the inclusion of women backup dancers, so yeah, I really liked that song.
So I did both of writing notes and breaking it down a little bit into ranking. So the music video itself was like a 5 out of 10 for me. I was not here for it. The dance was a 10 out of 10. The song itself, an 8 out of 10. The looks, I put 3 out of 10 because I don't like military dress at all. And I said that I could do without the word baby. Every time it happened, I was like, I don't need that. But I did say the song is a vibe. The more I listen to it, the more I like it. And I gave it an 8 out of 10. And it was added to my playlist.
And to clarify, she means like in the chorus when they say, can we take a ride, baby?
Yeah, I didn't need the baby. The ride was enough.
All right, next is Treasure, I Love You. Okay, so if y'all were here for their debut and our review of their debut, you know that we are not the biggest fans. I mean, we're not really the biggest fans of any YG group, to be honest, so...
But we were ready to give them the benefit of the doubt.
We were ready to give them the benefit of the doubt, but...
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
And it still isn't happening.
It still isn't happening. So 2 seconds into the song, I thought this is already a much debut song. I mean, hang on. 2 seconds into the song, I thought it was already sounding like a much better debut song than Boyfriend. I thought that it sounded better, but the chorus is ugly. I feel like I have yet to heard a K-pop song.
Here.
Huh?
You said I have yet to heard.
I'm so tired. Okay, I feel like I have yet to hear a K-pop song that incorporates dubstep and it sounds good. Like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, because I do like dubstep, and I feel like there will be a way to incorporate it into a K-pop song and have it slap.
We just have to have the right producer.
Yeah, Teddy Park will not be that person.
No.
He will never be that person. I can't believe we have the formula, but then I can believe that we have the formula. Literally, it's a new group. I think we can afford to think a little more than 2 seconds for their title track. But anyway, that the bridge is also awful. It's a mess. This whole song is a mess. I gave it a 2 out of 10, and it would have been a 1 out of 10, but I gave it the 2 because with how bad it is, it's still better than their debut song. So, yeah.
I was ruthless. I gave it a 0 out of 10. all I have written here is in all caps. We go hard, we make love, question mark, exclamation point.
Yeah, that was awful.
The fact that the lyrics literally say we go hard, we make love, and they are children.
I'm pretty sure they're like all children.
Yeah.
Like,
and like, not that I would want literally any idol to say those words. It's terrible and weird and disgusting. The only ones who should be saying it are literally like Big Bang and Super Junior. Like, you need to be literal men. And like, and then it's still creepy. I cannot with this song. I will not give it any points. No, I hate that YG continues to run talented idols into the ground.
Yeah.
They run them into the ground.
Yeah. It's awful.
All for money, and I hate them.
Gross.
I hate YG. I do not hate Treasure. I hate YG.
I know, literally. I feel like YG doesn't know how to write songs that aren't about flexing or like how I should be your boyfriend or how people hate us. Yeah. Like let's move away from this.
Yeah.
Next, 2Z, Not Without You. I gave this an 8 out of 10. The suits in it were spectacular. I loved the airy feel to the song. It's very coming of age. They said pontoon in the music video. I did add this to my coming of what age playlist, which is like songs that make me feel like I'm in a coming of age movie. Yeah, it's not something that I would listen to like all the time, but like it sounds so inspiring.
That was literally my first point, which was coming of age song. Again, this is another movie soundtrack feel kind of song. Great looks, very subtly Korean pride. Like they snuck in that Korean pride, and I was like, that was great. Like you just said, oh yeah, we're still Korean.
Tasteful.
And then I have like in little squigglies, I put oh wow, which I can't completely remember what the melody is, but I know that that's part of it. I just don't remember how it goes. 9 out of 10. Added to a playlist, not my K-pop playlist, more like my movie soundtrack playlist at this point. Because, I mean, it is a good song, but again, it's not something that I would want in the mix with, like, Oh My God and Dynamite.
Yeah. Next, The Boys, The Stealer. All right, here's the thing. I want to love The Boys. I really do, because every time they appear on my timeline, it's always so funny. I once read a thread that was like, the boys are not real people, and here's why. And it's just like a bunch of fuck crackhead shit that they have done or said, and it's so funny. But none of their songs have ever, like, really grabbed my attention, and this song is no exception. It's very NCT 127 sounding, like really NCT 127 sounding. Like it's okay, but I feel like I've heard it before. The dance is good, but you know, I heard that they got their second win with it.
That's
so
nice.
That's fun.
Yeah,
good for them. Me personally, it just didn't really hit the mark.
Yeah, it just wasn't a vibe for me.
Oh, I gave it a 3 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I give it a 5 out of 10. I wrote that it feels basic. Visuals are good. Yeah. The music video was cohesive. Yeah. I said that there was good elements of the dance, but it felt half done. Like they were just missing some components to really make it pop. And I don't have any... I've never listened to a The Boys song before, so this was my introduction to them. So that gives me... I mean, it was 5 out of 10. So they have momentum to move up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, every time that they have had a comeback, I've watched it, like, a few days later just to see, and, like, I can't even remember any of those songs. This one I can remember. Despite the low rating, I still can remember it, so maybe we're in the right direction. Next, debut of the group Checkmate with Drum.
So I really wanted to like this. I really did, because I saw that, 1, there was going to be a new co-ed group coming out, and 2, that their name was Checkmate. Yeah. What a great name for an idol group. Beautiful. I wrote that, like, we needed more from them. And why isn't this song about chess? Why the Latin feel? Card concept. Obviously, these are two different groups, but the fact that they decided to debut a co-ed group with a Latin feel when Card already pretty much owns that made me want more. And that's literally why I wrote the note, like, why not about chess? You could have made so many good analogies, a good pop song revolving around chess.
Yeah.
Like King and Queens. We're the king and queens of this board.
Literally, imagine if their debut song was a song called Checkmate. Like,
Yeah.
we could have done that.
We could have done that. But instead they chose to do Latin, which is not safe.
Yeah.
It's not safe. Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 10, and it was not added to my playlist.
Yeah, I also gave it a 4 out of 10. Listen, I know that K-pop stans, literally their fight or flight instincts kick in whenever someone starts to compare groups.
Right.
Literally, we'll link a video down below on why people shouldn't be afraid to compare groups. And honestly, with how little co-ed groups there are in the industry, if you see a new one coming, obviously your first thought is going to be, oh, let's see if they're as good, or like, how are they like Card or whatever, like, or something like that, because Card is just already such like a good name in the industry. So obviously they're my standard for a co-ed group, especially because I love them so much.
So obviously we're gonna use that standard.
Yeah, so literally when I heard it, I was like, oh gosh, like, it sounds like they are trying to like be Card a little bit. And like, I don't put that on the members, I put that on the company, because maybe the company was like, hey, it works for them. That one girl, her proportions are so interesting.
That was like
Honestly,
the only thing you could focus on.
Yeah, no, it's because like, okay, listen, me, like, I think of like, I call myself Slenderman arms because like my arms are so like long and lanky.
They do belong.
Yeah, so when I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, like,
It me.
yeah, it me. But so I feel bad. Like, there is potential with like the members, and I hope that they get that from their company. I did not like the lyric "hit on me like I'm a drum."
Yeah.
Like, you want them to hit you?
I think it came from that Western song, Smack My Ass Like a Drum.
Oh.
I don't remember whose song it is, but I hear it a lot
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Yeah, so it's like, it was whatever for me.
Ass like a drum. Like,
Yeah, so 4 out of 10. Next, Signature, Ari song.
body song.
song.
My first note is fast. My second note is wish it was Rocket Punch. And my third note is better than the last two, so promising. So far, Signature hasn't really impressed me in terms of their like fast-paced bubblegum with a steel packaging
Teen Crush.
vibe.
Yeah.
Teen Crush, yeah. There are other groups that I'm comparing them to, which is, like I said, I wish it was Rocket Punch, because when I heard the song, I was like, ooh, Rocket Punch would body this song. But this one was better than the last two, and they did embody it well. It just not there yet. We're just not there yet with Signature. I want them to do better because I do like them. And I mean, you can tell I like them because I did rate it an 8 out of 10. And I did add it to my playlist. It's just, they're just almost there.
Yeah, I love their concept, and I really, really like their debut. A lot of people didn't. I thought it was good. I still get it stuck in my head. Like, I'll be just like walking down the street and I'll suddenly be like, no, no, no. Like, it's so good. And like, Asa was also good. That killing move in that was like fantastic. So this song, like, it was good, but I don't know what Signature, like, is it just going to be a trend with them to make the weirdest noises, the uncomfortable noises in the song? Like in Asa, it was that thing, and now in this one, it's they did that, and I screamed.
I know, it's so funny.
Because that's what kept me from falling into Asa, was that boo thing, because I was like, And then Millie just was like laughing at me. So that noise, but it is a more bearable.
It's a better noise
than the other one. I loved the harmonies. It's really good, strong ending mixture. It's like a mixture of Fiesta and Miniskirt by AOA. I don't know why I thought that song, but that was like literally what I thought of. It's like if they had a child. So yeah, I don't know how I came to that conclusion, but that's just where my mind went. So 8 out of 10. Next, the debut of Ghost 9, Think of Dawn. So the verses do not interest me at all. That dance break was absolutely unnecessary, and it does not sound well with the song at all. The chorus, immaculate. That chorus in the song is so beautiful. I get it stuck in my head all the time that I just go to listen to the song, but I literally skip to the chorus because the verses are just like dull in comparison. With such a cool name as Ghost 9, I want them to explore like a more horror, contemporary, experimental concept and not really this like dystopian cyber thing they've got going on.
Which was the thing of the month. This month was full of dystopian cyber
so
it's
stuff. I hope that they go in a different direction, because there's like a lot of talent there. I really liked it. So, and I hope whoever their producers are do better next time, because literally, especially with that dance break, like the instrumentals for that dance break was just like so I gave it a 6 out of 10, but the chorus is a 10 out of 10.
I gave it a 5 out of 10. I wanted more. The chorus, I did also write the chorus is the best part, both song and dance-wise. Not a good dance break. And I hated that one time bridge at the beginning. Like, I was like, what the fuck was that? And I also wrote a bullet point of some sort of live vocals. I don't know if I mean they needed some sort of live vocal or they only had some sort of live vocal. I don't recall. But, yeah, 5 out of 10.
All right, next, UNVS, Sandcastle. I wrote no notes for this, which is weird because I really, really loved that song.
You did.
I listened to it a lot. I immediately added it to my playlist. I have no idea who these men are. They came out of nowhere. Apparently they debuted in Vietnam, but like now they're here. But they're all Korean except for one. I really, really loved that song. It is so good. The music video was fantastic. I loved the dancing in it. Like, they were grinding. Some girls were twerking. Like, one boy was shirtless. And I loved it so much. 10 out of 10.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I put that it was brave, but it paid off. And I was surprised that the music video was so cavalier. That was just basically the whole... I couldn't even focus really on the song because of how much was going on in the music video. But it just wasn't like perfectly my vibe, so that's why I gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah. And it was not added to my playlist.
Yeah, so next, Uptension, Light. Again, visuals are there, but it's okay. Nothing super special. I lost interest about halfway through. It's a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, this one was also a 7 out of 10 for me. I think I gave it 7 because of, I don't know on any of the members' names or anything, but I put during the stage, guy with blue hair and crop top. Solid, but nothing groundbreaking. Wish the dance was stronger. I wanted it to be over a minute before it was. Not added to my playlist.
Yeah. Next, Soom Palala. So this was a debut. This is literally Beyonce's song, Level Up. And I'm pretty sure that Beyonce got that beat from another song, but like it's a Beyonce song now, like because it's Beyonce. So if you were gonna be brave and use that beat, you should have done better. Also, they just debuted, but they already have a racist scandal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to Twitter, just type in XUM racist, and you'll find it. So I didn't even rate it because that just like really disappointed me. It's 2020. Yeah. You should not be having these types of scandals.
Yeah, I just wrote confusing. I don't understand why it sounds so much like, or why it is Level Up.
We didn't even finish the song because we were like so disinterested.
Exactly. hopefully they'll move past everything, but we'll see.
All right, and last to talk about for the month of September, Super M, 1 in parentheses, Monster and Infinity.
Touch me the liver every time. Catch me in the lakes, try to stay chef one way.
All right, so Millie and I do not like Super M. We do not like
As
the
a concept
of Super M. Like, it's ugh. And y'all didn't hear our review for 100 because we didn't upload the August review video, but we hated that song.
Yeah.
This one is better than both 100 and Jopping, but it's an EXO song. And this is like my biggest issue with Super M is that I feel like they don't have a concept for them. All of their songs sound like an NCT 127 song, and then this one sounds like an EXO song. And Taemin, I still believe, should not be there. I don't know why he's there. The dance was fine, but it's like they just don't, it's just so unnecessary. It's all so unnecessary. I just don't understand, and I hate this whole like Avengers of K-pop thing that Super M labels them as, because literally if it was Avengers, they would be people from different companies, and these boys are all from the same companies. Literally put more effort into their groups instead of Super M, because they're all talented, they're all wonderful. This whole group is unnecessary, and the song was fine, but it's just my distaste for Super M as a concept is just so strong that I just Yeah, and I think that the whole reason they decided to do this, right, is money. Yeah. Period. Yeah. And this group isn't even doing as well as they want them to. This song came out on the 24th. It is now the 4th of October when we're recording this, and they only have 15 million views. Oh, wow. That is not very much. No. And I mean, I don't know how well each member's groups do, but I feel like it's definitely better than 15 million views in this many days. Yeah. Like, there's no way. And then that whole merch ordeal. Oh my god. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, fans of all these groups. That merch a 5-year-old could make on their fucking iPad. Like, it... so bad. It is so clear that SM clearly does this for just money, and they think that you guys will buy everything they put out. Literally, I 100% believe that if this song was given to EXO and this was an EXO comeback, it would do much better. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh my god, literally, that further, like, fuels my point about, like, this really should have been an EXO comeback, because it's been 10 months since EXO has had, like, a comeback. It should have been their song. It should have been their song. It could have 100% very well been. So, yeah, I don't even have a rating for it. I don't feel like rating it. I just don't. You guys have to. Please don't buy things just because. Yeah. Like, if you don't like it, don't support it. Yeah. They will continue to do it until the money runs dry. Just support each member's group and Taemin's solo efforts. And let Mark rest. I don't even stan any of the groups he's from, and I know him because of how overworked he is. Wild. That's what I know about him. He's overworked and talented. Ridiculous. Anyway. So, yeah, that was our review for September comebacks. For October, we are going to split it up into 2 videos because there are a shit ton of comebacks happening this month, and there's no way we're going to put out a 2-hour review video. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. But that's all we have for y'all today. I'm Millie. I'm Tay. Bora.